everybody, I'm David Gonzalez.
And I'm Vinny Bonton. We're here at the 2018 Nashville Grand Slam Premier Division. We are currently airing. We're about to start Game 2 of Wabi Sabi versus Point Loma. David, what did you see that first game?
That's right. So first game was all Wabi Sabi. I think they took the win, 21-17 or 21-18, something like that. Just played mistakeless and took game 1. We'll see if Point Loma can bounce back here in game 2.
It's fun to see these. It's fun to see these matchups because they've played each other so many times. They're trying everything they have in these games, but also you have the double elimination factor where maybe intensity for most teams would be a little different because you have that kind of cushion.
Yeah.
Point Loma is the exact opposite. They're one of the most intense teams on tour, so hopefully their intenseness will get to Preston because right now he is feeling himself.
Yeah,
he just had a nice lefty on one on a pocket serve, which you can tell this is when Preston's at his best.
Yes, and he's dancing around now, getting ready for game 2. And I'm sure Wabi wanted this. Last time these teams played each other, Point Loma won.
Yep.
That in San Francisco. So here we go, the start of game 2. Preston to serve first.
Oh, that's a great first touch already by Jarrett. Good start.
Not the best set from Preston, but what a great hit from Jarrett for the win.
It's a great hit, and the thing about it is in these game 2s, after you break and lose game 1, you want to get up early. You need to get up early, and it is only 1 point, but it really feels way more like 2 or 3, especially when
now you're in the hole.
Yeah, especially when they're starting off serving and already have the mini back.
True.
I think the most impressive thing right now about Wabi Sabi is the fact that Jarrett has literally changed his game to become a lefty server because of his right shoulder injury.
Yeah.
I think that's an underreported thing that almost no one else in the game could do.
This is a team that Preston does have a strong serve against aces, but Jarrett's just this defensive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And so once he gets his breaks on
he's just smart. He might be the smartest player in spike ball.
Yeah. So that was going to be a rim for Preston. Kenny to serve now.
Second serve.
Ortega of Point Loma from San Diego area.
Got 2-1 now.
Coast. Yep, 2-1. Preston serve down. And we'll see a strong serve from Preston. Hard down the middle.
Yep. You'll see him mix in a couple things, especially now he's on stream. Preston's very aware that he is on camera and wants to perform and put on a show for the people.
Yeah, there it is.
Great hard serve.
But a good 1-2-3 from Point Loma. Good set there from Zach Wood.
Great set, great hit, but also I'm seeing right now that Wabi is moving on defense. In their earlier games, I saw him flying around, and they're in good position where I think a lot of times you see Loma have no idea where to go, which I think is a tell for more breaks to come for Wabi.
Serve there from Zach Wood. And a 1-2-3 there.
Another smart hit. Another smart hit.
The footwork on Jarrett Rouse is just unbelievable.
And that hair. Also
the hair,
unbelievable. I mean, here's the thing. They're a great spike ball team. I think the most attractive in terms of muscles, too, on the field.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
I mean, they pop. Ooh.
Quick set there from Kenny Ortega, and Zach Wood reacts.
It's funny because you see these quick sets and often think, oh, easy break. But those quick sets are very hard to get to. It's very hard to rotate quick enough.
Yeah.
They're definitely a home run or bust, but so we got 3-3 now.
Step out there from Kenny Ortega. It's going to be a rim.
Yep, 4-3, Preston to serve.
4-3.
I think right now you're going to keep seeing Preston go hard right at him until they get a couple-point lead.
Right, he'll drop it occasionally, but straight serve right into him. Oh, goes lefty here.
Throw away what I said.
Good serve. But
just another 1-2-3.
Great pass from Zach Wood.
And that's a fun thing about these games. It is a chess match. It is 1-2-3, 1-2-3. It's when you can get that little edge, that lucky hand. So
that unlucky touch.
Yep.
That's going to be the difference. Oh.
Yep.
Great first pass from Jarrett Rouse, and Preston goes on 2 and just completely misses the net.
Completely misses. Wow. You saw Preston and Troy really go the on 2 on their way to the 2016 Nationals. But and that's the momentum, and that's what Point Loma needs right there. Great drop by Zach Wood. He saw a chance to really capitalize on a mistake, and that's when you want to really bring out those big serves. It feels just heartbreaking.
Yeah. Great drop there.
So we got 6-4 Point Loma.
Good serve there from Zach, and lefty on 2.
Another lefty on 2, and that's the one thing that Preston does not lack at all is confidence. For me, after a huge miss, I tighten up, I get scared. Preston doesn't feel that. He goes right back at it. Really difficult shots because he's confident in himself, which I think is really hard and frustrating as an opponent, knowing how confident he is in himself.
Yeah, Jarrett Rouse with a step out, hits the rim, and that's another misserve for Wabi Sabi. But see if Point Loma can capitalize on this lead and hold it and maybe get a couple more and force game 3. Good serve from Kenny.
Smart hit.
But a better serve from Jarrett Rouse to give Preston the easy put away with the left hand.
We've got 6-7 right now, and you can see Point Loma now is back comfortable, feeling good. After losing game 1, almost no momentum, almost no breaks. they are a very momentum-based team, so we'll see them keep going. It's fun if you look in these outer games, some really good matchups. You have Chris Wilkins and Patrick Drucker, who I feel like come on the scene as a very good, powerful team. It's going to be a really tough matchup against Dylan and PJ, who two of the fixtures of Spike Ball. Oh! Oh!
Well, it looks like Zach got that on. Barely sits the net and goes on, I think.
Oh, there is a camera.
So Portland's going to take that point. Very fortunate.
Sorry guys, if you can't hear this, the wind has to be pretty tough now. Unbelievable 1-2-3 though for Point Loma. Those are a lot of times in these big games the points that are the big deciding factor.
Yes, the wind is a big factor here now.
Yep.
Definitely picked up since pool play. Pool play wasn't that great. The wind wasn't that hard, but now it's definitely picked up. And definitely got to think that's going to affect the play today.
Hey, if you're watching this and listening or having trouble hearing, let us know so we can try to fix it. It's going to be tough for us to get a lot of great audio, but let us know if it's even worth listening to.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat. Hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button.
Lefty serve there from Jarrett. Hits the rim. Kenny Ortega to serve now. And we'll maybe see a kick out serve here from Kenny. Oh, it goes for a angle fake. And Lobster traps it.
Lobster trap's a great phrase, David.
Thanks. Oh, it looks like
8-9. We got 8-9.
Preston to serve. Yep. Good serve there from Preston. And 1-2-3 from.
The thing I love about Kenny's game is nothing about him other than being a super quick athlete stands out. It's not this like huge powerful serve. It's not these incredible hits. He doesn't make mistakes.
Right.
Like hard serves right at him, great serve return. He's just very good at every aspect of the game, which makes him so hard to play against.
Also, his chemistry with Zach has developed very well last year.
Oh yeah.
Into this year, and I think that's why they're a great team.
Yep.
Good chemistry.
Really.
No mistakes. Awesome. And they're one of the top teams in the country for sure.
We have 10-9.
9-10 here.
We got 9-10. Jarrett serving. Guys, hit that like button if you think Jarrett Rouse is a top 3 best-looking spike ball player in the country. Just smash that like button.
Second serve here from Jarrett as he lips the first one. On his knee down serve, going back to 2015. And
another smart hit. Here's the thing. There's a huge thing in spike ball right now of frustration of games are boring to watch, not a lot of rallies. For me, I get that. It is fun, though, to watch these guys who practice and who are the best of the game just not making mistakes, playing clean spike ball. It's very impressive after being retired for a while and see myself be struggling today.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny's right there. You need those. Absolutely need those, and those are hard to come by.
Kenny, but couldn't get the ball up with his partner. But maybe hit the heel of his hand, which is like the bottom part of the hand, and send it straight to the ground. Unfortunate.
You saw him kind of in that in-between of the body defense and playing back up where even soft hits are very hard to judge. You are not used to playing defense like that, but we got
little pocket there from Preston.
If you notice, as the game has gone on, serves, he's tightening up a little bit. You're trying to do a little bit more. You're seeing a little bit lower serve percentage.
And there's a serve that Kenny thinks is pocket up.
I think, I'll say it right now, if it's not a pocket, that's good. I'm also wondering, this is a big game with teams who have a lot of back history. You'd think they want to have an observer.
Yeah, they're looking for observers now, and they want observers. So they're going to just do a
slam! What do you think about that serve? I thought it was good. It definitely wasn't high. It was definitely not high. And,
there's a good serve. I think that's what Ken's expecting.
Oh, yep, you need this.
A little lower.
You need these breaks if you want to win these games. Great 1-2-3 by Preston there.
Yeah. So, I think the first serve was good as well. And
now just out a mini break. Yeah.
Preston still gets the break. So, Preston serve again now at Zach.
11-11.
11 all here.
I think this tent's about to fly off and go to outer space right now. It's trying.
So windy.
It's saying I'm done with spike ball. We need more rallies.
And that's going to be a rim. That's a good angle there for Preston to try.
Very good angle.
But he hits the rim and pulling his point. Zach would have served now.
The thing is, Preston's serve has a huge wide angle, but the nice thing that I think that Preston's very smart and cognizant of is he wants to jam you, and wait for that right moment. I think a lot of times people just get up there, especially a lot of beginners, a lot of people just kind of serve to serve. It is crucial. I think Tyler Chiswick is just amazing amazingly mastered this of the knowing when to jam, knowing how to consistently hit it differently to the side, and I think that's probably why Tyler's one of the best in the game, and I think Preston does it to a way lesser extent. Also, incredible hit by Penny Ortega. That's one of the harder hits in spike ball to do, and he just consistently does it.
Yes.
We got 13, 12-point Loma.
Crazy 20 different, and I agree with you. Yeah, that's a strategy behind the serving.
Yeah.
And serving is such an important part of the game that you need to squeeze every little bit you can for making it as best as can to change the game.
It's very similar to a baseball pitcher who very consciously knows what the tendencies of his hitter are, but in spike ball, the returner, and when to really bring out that big time drop, bring out the backhand, whatever type of serve.
Yeah. Candidate serve now.
Oh.
A little pocket.
Very uncharacteristic with Jarrett. You see a lot of these big hitters with those pockets. With Jarrett, how clean he is, you don't see a lot of pockets from him. So, big break there for Wabi Sabi. Point Loma needs those.
He caught Zach moving the other direction, and he couldn't cut back enough to get the
One of the worst feelings.
One of the worst feelings.
When it's 2 feet away from you and you can't get there.
I agree. So, Preston serve now. Wabi's still up 1 break point.
Yep.
Step out, a couple fakes. That's an illegal serve, but no observers. And that's an illegal up as well.
The definition of a toss, I would assume, is probably leaving one hand and going to the other. That's not...
No, you can hand it. Hey, can I take that point then? Yes.
I think you're seeing this a lot of... Seen a lot of blood. I think there's a lot of history between these two teams. I think there's a lot of Preston and Jarrett not wanting to give them this point, not wanting to give them this little thing.
If he thought you tossed it, then that's fair.
So 13-all. Preston's gonna do a redo.
It's funny because this is, I think, really going to point Loma. You're seeing Preston get a little testies and want to. There's a lot of, I mean, you can tell there's rivalry behind here. There's a lot of history going back and forth. This is, I think, what Point Loma needs, though, is an angry Preston. You see him, I think, play worse when he's
frustrated or angry. Then he doesn't play the best.
These passive-aggressive comments aren't just to try to get under their skin. It is showing his frustration way more, which I think is going to be something to look for. Maybe he's going to try to hit a ball a little bit harder, maybe try to embarrass him a little bit more and get caught and lose that break. When you're already down a mini break, you can't let those happen.
Right. So let's pressure rims that one, and it'll be Point Loma serve here.
Yep. 14-13?
14-13, Loma. And these are the top 2 teams in the West Coast at the moment.
Yep.
Power rank number 2, which is Wabi Sabi, and number 4, Point Loma. And there's the 1, 2, 3 from Wabi Sabi. Kenny trying to get a foot up there.
The bold foot up.
A little short. Yeah.
I once saw Ezra Danowitz do an incredible, or was it Ben? The video of them going way off screen.
It was
Ben. It was Ben.
Yeah, it was Ben. Yep.
RIP to do a barrel roll.
That was crazy. Yeah. Well,
also, guys, I just want, if you're watching this, I want you to thank and maybe shout out a thank you to Mike White. What he's done for the spikeball community to give us these live streams and commentating is very fun. It's fun to see this sport becoming a sport and not just a game. We're way past our Periscope days. So it's just fun. So if you want to give Mike a message or say thank you if you're watching this, he would hate that, but I think you should.
Send him a postcard at
Send a postcard at 1234 Abbott Road. I don't know.
Natick, Massachusetts.
Also, Mike White, in case you didn't know, voted top 3 hair in 2016 in the superlatives back in the day.
Yep.
Or we got 2018 superlatives. Maybe. Can I say that word? Maybe not.
Well, good job there from Jarrett, but Point Loma able to handle it and put it away.
I'm interested to see them playing that serve. I know it's a high pocket and Jarrett's serving. Jarrett's weakest part of his game right now is his serve. I would typically probably let that go. Play it for Preston, but got 15-15.
15-all now, yep.
Also, these are maybe the 2 best jerseys in spikeball. These are some nice jerseys. I like Sapar's looking around, but these are nice. I like the
I'm a fan of 717s a little bit.
Yep, they're clean.
Origin's new one, the one Drucker's wearing today, is nice. It's a new look, but
good serve. Great return by Zach Wood.
Ooh. A good push from Zach into Preston.
Great push. It's so funny. You can cover so much ground, but your partner just being out of position can kill it. 15-14 there.
Oh, Zach trying to get up.
That's a swing and a miss.
Power.
A lot of power there. Trying to load back, get that one break. Is it not 15-15?
I think it's 16-all.
16? Okay.
16-all now. Jared to serve.
You shouldn't listen to me. I don't know.
Good serve there. But
It's
Loma
clean.
able to handle it. Put it
Again,
away.
not many rallies, so you're looking for that one thing that's really going to make the difference in the game. And it could be something as simple as the wrong serve being called because a pressing change of direction hand, something gets a toss, something gets a hand change.
If you're Loma, you're in a good spot right now. You just need one break to force game 3. You just can't make mistakes offensively. Play clean offense and just force that one break on a drop or.
Oh, for sure.
Kenny's quickness will definitely help him out on defense.
And you're seeing a lot more comfortable points at point Loma's winning. You're not seeing these really hard-fought, lucky points. Oh, now Preston's making a show of it. See, this is what I'm saying. Preston wants to do this a little bit more to create a misserve. It's funny, but it's in his head. It's cognizant of he's making a point of how dumb something is, which I don't love if I'm Jarrett. I see a lot of weakness from that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he missed the serve, one.
Yeah.
So obviously you're going to lose accuracy with all that stuff.
And you're just thinking about something other than the game. You're just trying to make a point and be the funny guy or just make a point, which I know Preston's one of the funniest guys I know, but that's his personality. Preston has gotten times where he calls out how many times people miss serves. Like, he plays with the crowd, which is fun, but I think that is a little bit different than playing with the crowd. I think that's more of a, hey, you guys messed this up, but I'm still thinking about it. When you can't get away from things is when it's hard to really keep moving on.
Correct. Jared now with a neon serve. Hits the rim.
1918.
1918. All right, so if you're Kenny here, do you go for the ace or put it on and play defense?
I think you gotta get one. I think you gotta rip it. See what the best thing you have in your arsenal.
Yeah. He does.
That's a great serve right at him. Oh, yep. Play back. Yep. Smart hit by Jarrett. That's a guy who's been playing for a while. Knows just because it's a really the set isn't the best set and he has many options. He sees that defense and knows I'm going to go over. Because even if you get a hand on that, it is such a tough play to get it back.
With the win as well.
A lot of beginners, including myself, will a lot of times sell out. Oh, great set, great defense. Great job, Kenny. Oh,
put away there from.
That's big.
So
that's big.
The great serve. Great set by Kenny though. But
great diving set.
Unfortunately, Preston was in a great spot defensively to get the body up.
And those bad serve returns can sometimes make it where even on a great set you don't have many options.
Correct.
Where it's really great percentages that over time, if you keep not having those options, it's just going to happen either luckily or skillfully where the other team just gets it.
Zach had no option ever to hit as hard as he can.
Yeah.
So dropped that from
great. Kenny sniffs it out. Kenny's one of the toughest players to drop in spike ball. He is quick. He is smart. He sees it coming.
He's a quick dude.
2020.
So 2020 here. So now Wabi Sabi with the break. See, this is what we wanted to avoid. But now they're still in it. There's still hope for game 3. We'll see if Zach Wood can force a bad touch here. Great serve. But
and another smart hit. Another smart hit. And that's what I'm saying is earlier Jarrett got away with the pocket there, but he doesn't have many of them. He has a lot of cool small hits that are just clean away from the defense, and that's why they're so hard to beat. You can tell he's a baseball player. He thinks a lot. A game slow, I think, is slower for him than most players. Oh, great touch by Jarrett.
Oh, what a rally.
Great touch there by Jarrett Rouse, but just not being able to finish it. And a lot of times, all your momentum, having to get that defensive touch, it's really hard to focus and hit a hard ball. So.
Yeah. And he's running into the net a little quicker than usual.
Yep. It's not something fluid.
They didn't swing super hard, and Kenny was a great spot defensively. And Loma is now holding.
21s.
Kenny to serve. Good serve from Kenny.
And that's it. That's a kill. Yep. That's just 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, 3 you've come to see from Preston and Jarrett right there.
Yeah.
2021, and it really does feel like Point Loma missed their shot this game. They had the break, they had the mini, and it really just feels like they just missed their shot. I know it's not over, but I'd be hard-pressed to see Point Loma. I mean, the game can change quick, but it just has that feel.
Yeah, rim there from Preston as he bangs into it. Yeah.
22.
It's really hard to get a break point against Wabi, but 2 now, it's extremely hard. But definitely doable.
Yeah, for sure doable. It just has the feel of the game, which is, I think, a big part that people don't talk about is the momentum and feel of a spike ball game. But the one nice thing about spike ball, one-handed God, one ace can change everything. One serve that just hits a little bit wider. It's just, it's fun. It can change everything.
Yep. So great 1, 2, 3 there from Wabi Sabi, and Jarrett serve now. Let's see if they can close this game in 2. So Wabi looks to they'll have a nice break after this game.
23-22.
Yeah. As we let the back draw catch up in this double limb tournament. So you really want that as well. You really want to take a break.
Yep.
Rest up, hydrate. So
it's a hot day. It's a hot day, which
it is. A lot in play here.
Yep. Take Jarrett right there. And see, I think we're even right there. Good hit by Kenny. I don't think it was necessary. I think you can feel them. They're kind of pushing. They're really forcing the issue a little bit. Yeah. They're hitting onto right into Jarrett, who didn't even have to move. I mean, a point's a point, but I think they're pressing. I think you can feel it. Wabi Sabi is feeling very comfortable.
Yeah.
Good serve, though. And,
what a good set from Jarrett.
And like I said, just that little serve right at him, if it's returned a little off, can change everything. Yeah. It can change everything, but...
That one, not the cleanest touch for Preston, but a good second pass from Jarrett, and Preston with the put away.
Also, shout out to Clark. Clark's a stud. That's all I'm going to say about it. Clark Templeton. Clark Marshall, I'm sorry.
Milk.
Just a good dude.
Just GD as the pocket there for Preston.
24-23, match point.
Preston second serve. Really want to get this on at least, give him sort of a chance to play defense.
And front ram. Like the play. I like that idea though. I think a lot of times those drops, even when not executed, can create a nice little body defense. Which sometimes you just need to change. You need to have them change the direction they're hitting. Oh, another short from Zach. Try to go back to the well. Preston going on 2.
Just not his best drop from Zach. Zach did some really good drops, and Jarrett read it well. And
that's it. Yep. I think once you get one drop, you're looking for it way more. So the question is, did he use that I think he used that at the right time, but I think it's hard to go back to the well. Yeah. But anyway, we're at 26-26. 25. Sorry, 25 as I rotated. We don't have a screen in front of us. We're trying. Ooh, that's a front rim. I was very good at hitting those today, David. That front rim. You can tell that when I used to play, I'm turning from 5.5 because those serving lines were getting me.
Also, John Zook, really good at hitting those.
Yep. Jarrett, let's just say this is regional play in advance. Oh, this is going to be a tough play. Oh, great hit by Kenny. Zach's set really just kind of came off that palm of the hand that you hate. Right when it comes off the hand, your gut almost just drops because you know this is going to be a tough set. But Kenny just very cool, very calm, very collective. But again, it is looking shaky here for Point Loma.
That's a very, very good footwork from Kenny to adjust his body to hit the ball.
Oh, see ya. Oh, net's almost going.
10th again, almost left us. So Zach Wood to serve here. Good serve from Zach Wood, and left him 2 from Preston. Puts it away. 27-26. Wabi. Wabi looks just close game 2. Here, 27-26. Jarrett to serve at Zach Wood, and another back rim. Maybe pocket. I thought it was rim. Anyway, we're pocket. Knee serve down from Jarrett.
Boom.
But easily
pressure was right there. Great hit by Zach. That's called defense. Put himself in a position to get the touch, but just better offense.
Yeah. Preston was really close. He claimed he touched it, but it's really hard to get it clean up.
Again, this is what Premier Spike Ball looks like. There are not a lot of break opportunities when these top teams are playing. It is just back and forth, 1, 2, 3s. It's sort of small things like we were talking about.
Yeah. The drop serve there from Kenny.
I think that's a big difference right now of what we see from these teams instead of from Tyler and PJ. Tyler and PJ can just get those aces to really get themselves out of tough situations. Where I think serve returning is way better than it has been in past years. It's improving, and the difference is there's one team I think can consistently get breaks from it, where other teams are still struggling.
Yeah.
And if one team does have a good server, a great server even, the other kind of lacks. I think Preston is a great server, where Jarrett with his shoulder right now is just a good server. Yeah. Puts his team in a position to get points. Oh, like that. Oh. Man, that's a tough thing. How do you communicate body defense to running? It's hard because when you body defense, you can't run. It's very difficult because you're basically saying, hey, I'm going to hit this ball and swing in a different direction than you are. It's just difficult. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preston obviously, or the guy who ran, this example, Preston, thinks he can run the ball bound, and he has a good angle.
I think he did, yeah. I think he had it.
But at the same time, so does Jarrett.
It's bang, bang. It's tough.
And it's hard to communicate that midpoint with your partner. But, Loma, still alive here. At 28, I believe.
28.
Zach with the serve. Good serve. But the
Great, smart hit. I mean, and that's another thing. Like, you don't see Point Loma anywhere near getting a break there, where Point Loma feels they're so close to giving up that break to force game. But we got match point here, 29-28. Jarrett Rouse serving.
We'll see a left-hand serve here. It's on.
Watch this for this hand. Ooh, yep. That was a chance. A lefty on three, a little off the net, hitting into both guys.
Split them. So Preston probably thought that Jarrett was going to get it. Jarrett thought that Preston was going to get
Yep.
it. And then
split in between. I mean, very tough hit. One that probably should be returnable most times, but very good for Zach to find that very small opening.
And I think mentally, Jarrett and Preston thought that because of the last point. The
Yep.
last point where one of them got, the other one wasn't there to hold it.
Wow!
Great play.
I mean, it's a game of inches. I mean, yes, it's going to be very difficult for them to win that point, but that is a bang-bang pinball almost-esque point that almost was won for Point Loma.
Really good at just getting into a space really quickly.
Yep.
Body that spot, and obviously
See what happens.
It's like a wall, and it goes up sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. But that time it kind of did, and it almost came off.
And it's funny because you might call that luck, but I think it's a lot of skill. Kenny, just very quickly reacting, putting his body in the right positions. There's a reason some teams consistently get those and others don't, and it's not just all luck.
There's the up by Kenny.
Oh! Great! Oh, geez.
What a rally! But it looks like Kenny lands on Jarrett on the follow through.
Yep. That's a tough point. You hate to see it. Kenny just going full speed in. It's really tough to dodge that, but I think on court, Jarrett has to give him room there, and that's a difficult point of spike ball with having no boundaries, being able to stay as close as possible. You really don't get them much room. I don't think Kenny did anything wrong there. I think, if anything, there was maybe a questionable carry maybe by Preston and Jarrett, so point maybe should not have even happened, but like I said, all of a sudden, Point Loma's back. They're up one mini break, serving for the game to keep this series alive.
Yep. That's a great case of Loma. So, Kenny step it up. You can see the last couple of points. Get some ups, get some touches. And we'll see and there it is, and that's it.
And it's right there. It's that one mistake. It's that one mistake we're talking about.
And that will do it for game 2.
And we're going to game 3 here in Nashville. Man, David, what overarching things you saw that game?
So, Point Loma getting a couple points at the beginning of the game, and they held, but Wabi Sabi throughout the game came back and took the break point. But at the end, Point Loma stepped it up again and finished the game.
I think one interesting thing to take note of, it is now game 3 winners bracket. Observers, where are they? We are seeing these questionable, I don't know, you don't know, we have history of disagreeing with each other. Where are the observers, but the game 3, big things to look out for. Is Jarrett healthy? I think he just got hit in the chest. I think he should be fine, but I think there are little things that maybe his body's not going to be feeling it. I trust Jarrett. Jarrett has made the best conditioned spikeball player in the country. He is a personal trainer for a reason, so I think his body's made for these long days. But really, I mean, it's two great spikeball teams, very similar to each other, know each other. It is going to be something that's very close, where, again, Kenny just running, getting in the right spot, getting a nice quick up, getting a lucky up, some people say, I think is another big thing to look out for. You're seeing Kenny really thrive on defense, getting those breaks. I want to see Zach a little bit more from him on the defensive side. I need more of those big-time plays. Zach's been consistent, but we need something bigger, I think, for them to win Game 3.
Yeah, Zach's a good support player, though.
Very good.
Kenny is the guy that's going to run around crazy with this, and Zach is
steady.
Him well
steady
after the gets from Kenny. And so can't give Zach, gotta give Zach credit for doing his part.
Kenny's like a nice DB. He's actually, I'd say free safety. He's going for that big. He's going for that big pick 6. And I would say Zach doesn't really fit anything in the football stadium. So this reference isn't really going much. I'm going to thrive and say he's a shutdown corner who doesn't make mistakes. That's a safety, but. Point Loma winning a big rock, paper, scissors. I know it's funny saying rock, paper, scissors is big. That mini break against two great teams is huge.
Yeah, now Point Loma starts out receiving, which will go up 1-0. Assuming they get the 1-2-3 kill. And they'll need one more break to win the game, rather than Wabi Sabi needs 2 to win the game. Wabi Sabi to serve here in Game 3. Portland Loma receiving. And this will be a really, really, really fun game to watch. Really interesting to see who wins.
We get a gift. This is a gift. The two best words in spike ball. Game 3.
Game 3. Here we go. Preston to serve first.
Jenna Coleman is laughing at me currently. That's ESPN star Jenna Coleman.
There she is. Preston took his shirt off.
I think it was already off.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think he took it off, yeah.
Wait, what was he wearing? Oh, he definitely was.
Yep. Great touchdown from Zach Wood.
Very unobservant Vinny Bonta there.
Good thing you're in the back here announcing, not observing.
Oh, zinger. 1-0.
1-0, Portland Loma. Kenny to serve.
Dude, I feel great. I like our chemistry right now. It's fun calling this game with you. It's fun watching the best people in the world do something, and these are the best players in the world. That's what I'm saying right there. Zach needs to be getting those ups. These are the big differences I think the Point Loma needs. Kenny, great player. I think Zach's a big X factor to this game. What can he bring to the table? They need something right now.
What can he bring to the table to push Portland Loma to that win?
Yeah, I think we need it.
Kenny brought it Game 2.
Yep, Kenny brought it Game 2. I think Zach needs it. I think we need Zach Game 3.
Yep. That's a good set there from Zach. Not the best set, but a good set, and a great left-hand pull from Kenny Ortega. Also, shout out to Portland was doing a great job returning Preston's and Jared's serve.
It looks so easy, and it's anything but easy.
Yeah.
These balls are coming fast.
Preston,
You're standing 12 feet away. Those balls, with how quickly they're coming off the hand, I mean, it's very difficult. Like, oh, right there. Think about it, but he's right in position.
Another good look from Zach.
Another great look from Zach. This is what I'm saying. I'm liking Point Loma right now with Zach stepping up. Kenny, I think he's got to get a little bit better position there. Once you read this to the left, you got to push over there where your partner is because you're not doing anything. Not citing that Kenny's struggling on intensity. I think it's just one step the right direction could be the difference.
Yep. See, that's a good shot there from Preston. Great pass from Kenny.
It's a great play by Jarrett. The up. Yep.
Oh, Kenny's going to be there.
Yep. This is great. Need a great set there from Zach. This is going to be tough. That's good spike ball right there. 3-2. Jarrett, the smart hit. But, hey, what you even saw there, you've seen Kenny get hands. Point Loma is still getting hands.
Yep. So it was not the best pass there from Kenny, and Zach hit it a little soft to the left. Jarrett had the good read, and just great set from Preston. And unfortunately, Zach couldn't get the setup with the high set from Kenny at the end. Maybe the win is a factor there. Maybe
a lot of things.
It's hard here.
We got 4-2,
and then there's a good ace there from Preston as he taunts Kenny almost.
I'll be honest. It usually is in good fun. Preston looked right at Kenny, yelling at him.
Kind of reminds me of Tatum and LeBron James.
Ooh, yep, a little bit. A little bit. Preston's saying, "Hey, I'm the former national champion. I know how good I am."
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, and that's Zach Preston, that issue. This could be, very uncharacteristic. Very lucky there from Point Loma.
Yeah. They didn't put that away because that was a bad hit from Zach Wood.
Very bad hit. I think that's something where, again, Zach, he needs to be the X factor. We need more.
Yeah.
Love you, Zach Wood. We need more from you. You got this.
Zach. So if you can tell now, though, the personality or like the switch from Preston and Jared now, playing their game, going back to their game, they're relaxed, they're joking around now, and we didn't see that much in game 2.
Nope.
They were a little serious and
that little serve ace. Yep. Oh, good dance move there from Kenny Ortega. I bet on the dance floor that guy can get down. Let me tell you, there's a reason he's married, and it's more than just dance moves, but I think it's got to play a factor.
Got to. So we'll see.
Oh my gosh, you guys can't see this, but it's the PJ Showalter, #1 player in the world.
Oh, hey,
man.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see how they play against the winner of this game.
5. Oh, got a missed lefty serve. We got 5-4 or 4-5. Point Loma serving.
Yep. So I think if Wabi Sabi continues playing kind of the way they're going to take it comfortably.
Yep.
Kenny has to step in again. Maybe sooner than later, but it doesn't matter. It could be at 19-20.
These are marathon games. A lot of games. I think they just need to keep it close though. Can't be giving up that second one. Most dangerous lead. 6-4.
Rim there from Zach Wood, and it'll be 6-4. Preston to serve.
Interesting. You saw Jarrett just tell Preston what to do serve-wise. Maybe Jarrett has seen something that we're not seeing, but he told him to go left. Maybe that's something against Zach Wood. Yep, and it works. 7-4.
Worked out. It wasn't the best touch from Zach Wood, and
not the best.
Kenny was kind of he likes to fall as he sets.
Yep.
Maybe he judged it.
And that's the big thing about serve returning. Not necessarily just getting it up, but making it where your second set is an easy one, giving them a lot of options for the set.
Yeah. And Another break point from Preston, and he rims that one. But Preston is a different guy now. So
Oh, yeah.
He's laughing, he's having a good time, and he just plays better when he's like
Plays
that.
way better. So we got 5-7 right now.
Canada serve.
Takes a deep breath. You can tell he feels like this is a big, crucial point in the series.
Great two different.
Great smart, too.
Kenny with the bed, but just not close enough.
We got 8-5. What I'm interested in seeing, if this game gets closer, do we see Preston or Jared go back to that lefty against Zach Wood? Do they see something as that as the weakness against Point Loma is Zach's left hand? I've not seen it, but maybe they have some in-depth scouting report, and maybe that's how they get breaks.
Yeah. Oh.
And again, bailed out. Wabi Sabi is letting Point Loma stay in this game. They are up 2 breaks, but they are letting them stay in it. Maybe it's going to be the difference, because right now it doesn't feel like a lot, but when a game could be 10-4,
yeah,
like those are 2-point swings when you lose those. It's not just 1 point; it's a 2-point swing.
2-point swings, correct. Okay. I agree. So yeah, we'll see. Definitely black and a white here, the happy, and then the serious focused here.
Yep.
We'll see which shot prevails. Ooh,
great idea.
Sort of
Had him. He had him. You can see Jarrett laughing, saying, "You had me."
Yep. It's a good look there from Zach Wood.
What's the score? 9-6. 9-6.
Yeah, 9-6 here.
Yep,
Preston
9-6.
serve. See if he goes to right down the
Ooh,
middle.
yep.
It's a good strong serve. It's not the
come
best from Zach Wood, and Wabi put it away.
And that's what you say. Check, please.
Yep.
That's when you say that. Check, please. We got 10-6.
Not the best up, but a good up from Kenny.
Yep.
Zach with the bad set.
Tough.
And, break point for Wabi. So press the second serve here as he pockets the first one.
And here's the thing I wonder. It is 10-6, winner's bracket, not the losers yet.
Right.
Is this going to be a different point Loma than we'd see if it was a traditional nationals or something where it's just single elimination? Maybe they're down three bigs, 1 mini break. Ooh, yep, very smart hit. But yeah, we'll see the difference, because I think for me, when I'm down big in these games, it still doesn't feel as crucial to come back.
Yeah.
Not saying I don't want to win, but I think there's just a little mindset thing that is subconscious for all of us when we know we have a second chance.
Yeah. Oh, pocket there from Kenny Ortega. Second serve. Oh, a little different stance here for Kenny.
Yep.
Oh, nope. Same step out serve, though.
Oh, that's a
short,
pocket.
but
Yep.
he did pocket.
Yep.
Alpha
move.
Jarrett Rouse serve now. Let's see if he goes back to his lefty hand here.
Got 11-7.
Good consistent serve.
Yep.
But,
I mean,
easy 1, 2, 3 from point 1.
that is just as clean as it gets.
It looks like in the other winter semifinals, Pie on a Horse beat Origin Worldwide in 2 games. That's Drucker and Chris Wilkins.
Yep.
Patrick Drucker and Chris Wilkins losing to Dylan Fogarty and Peter John Showalter.
The perennial favorites, who I'm very excited to see how they play. Those are two guys who, two of my favorite people in spikeball. They're two of the most decorated, best players in the history of the game. PJ could argue is the GOAT.
Yep.
Dylan, the most dominant player in 2016.
Took a
So
break, 2017 and is back and playing really well.
I mean, it'd be hard to see these teams, in my opinion, beating them because of the difference PJ always has. But man, here's the thing. Boston Grand Slam last year, we're seeing no one talk about Anchor upsetting them. We're saying, oh, you know what? It's just, it's not that, like, there's no chance that CS ever loses. Maybe this is a turn PJ loses. The tough thing is, against the field, having to be double elimination, I think it shows who the best teams are even more so. It's harder to get that one upset.
I don't see PJ losing twice.
You don't see him losing twice, but, man, would that be something special?
That would be. Also, PJ, we mentioned, we're going to break a couple of records here today. So he'll be the first, if he wins today, he'll be the first player to ever win every single tournament in the tour series. So he's won Atlanta with Tyler, he's won Charlotte with Tyler, he's won Dallas with Skylar Bowles, and he's looking for his 4th Southeast picture here.
That's impressive.
In Nashville. No one's ever done it before. And,
that's fascinating. I would assume someone would have had, so that's good to know.
Chico's been close, Ocean Vengeance has been close.
What's the score?
Chico's been close, but never again.
9. So we got 13-9 coming back to this game. Wabi Sabi over Point Loma.
Point Loma with a lucky break there as Jarrett hits the net. 12-10.
Oh, 12-10. Jarrett hit the net there.
Good nice break there for him.
Again, these little mistakes Wabi Sabi's made. This is about 3 easy things in this game. It still feels out of reach, but man, it should
But
feel
it's
even
there.
more so. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Still there. Yeah, Point Loma should definitely keep trying and definitely can't sleep on them, even though you have a 2-point lead. Jarrett,
Very cool.
serve now.
Son, thanks.
Goes lefty. Good serve. But a good 1-2-3 from Point Loma. Good open from Zach.
Great open.
Zach's playing well. He just doesn't have that X factor.
Yep, and that's the thing. As no one's going to argue that Zach is one of the best players in the world. The thing is, he needs that extra gear for Point Loma to become that. Great serve though. Great return by Jarrett.
Exactly kind of what we're talking about.
And now what we see is one of the easy softballs for Point Loma. They don't take advantage of.
Yeah.
We saw Wabi Sabi again and again lose it, but that was their chance.
That was a one step closer to get in there, and unlucky touch from Kenny Ortega. Now pressing the serve.
14-11.
A great serve down the middle.
Oh, yep. Oh, great shot. Drop.
Oh.
And it goes back. You can tell that's the thing right there. If Point Loma needs to be able to see that Jarrett is running full speed and his arms are not extending. They're staying in a running motion. You know he's going to go for the quick drop in any direction. Kenny, playing way far back, needs to change that up because that's a very tough hit to get any power on.
But it was a very unparticular. I mean, it was a very weird set from pressing.
Very weird. Very weird.
You don't expect when people running back
Yep.
to hit a good shot cross set. So
Yep. So
and then they missed. So
15-12.
I think so. Yes. Great set
Smart.
from
I mean,
Kenny.
that's just smart spike ball right there. For people who are just learning the game, you're seeing these big time serve, big time hits. You be able to play smart spike ball where you do not have to make tough decisions. Zach saw there a clear opening, and again, like short right there, and right there you saw Preston the fake two. Setting up earlier in the game, hitting two a lot. You are not seeing twos later, and you're seeing Point Loma having to play the two, which leaves the easy three hits, making it very easy. Again, that's something that I hope a lot of these young spike ball players, I myself included, need to start doing this better of, is setting things up for later in the game, setting serves up. This is a marathon. You are not just playing point to point, and it's a mental state that really people haven't talked about within spike ball that is bigger than anyone thinks. But misserve there from from Preston. We're going 14-16, Point Loma. The clock is turning close to midnight. We will see if they have anything left.
Good serve.
Good serve.
But 1-2-3 from Preston and Jarrett. Put that away. Wabi Sabi, 17-14. Looking to close this game off and move on to the winners final. We'll see if Point Loma can come back and maybe play them again.
Yep. I mean, I think there's a very high chance we'll see these guys in the second, third place game. Yep, and that is what you call the ball game. There's no sugarcoating it. This game is OVER, over.
Yeah. Just a miss hit there, mental mistake from Point Loma. Gave Jared the easy up, and Wabi puts it away. So Jared to serve again.
Gosh, that has to be so frustrating. Yeah. I've played Preston a couple times, never on a big stage. But if we're in a big time game, that means someone has to see Preston just kind of, I know it's just Preston messing around, but man, that would irk me. He'd be getting under my skin a lot, which he's very good at. And Preston knows that. Preston understands so much how well he can get under people's skins. Skins, because they have multiple skins.
Yeah.
Skins.
He knows that it's going to blow Kenny.
Especially, yep.
It's frustrating. But hey, Kenny and them play enough, I think, to understand that that's Preston. And it won't let them get in their head, I think.
Yep. I think Preston, most famously, that I saw in 2016 Atlanta Grand Slam, did that very well. Playing Chris Horsack and Dylan Fogarty did a very good job of getting under their skin, and you saw a team that was one of the most dominant teams we have seen all of a sudden crumble a little bit, start getting frustrated, irritated because Preston was not an up-and-coming player, but it was two guys, his first big-time stages, and it was fun to see. And I think some people view it as douchey, some people view it as over the top. I think it's all inbound. I think it's all fair within spike ball. So
yeah, I agree. So Kenny here. See if they trying to lead Point Loma to a run here to take this game. Looks like it was a
kick net,
or also look like a funky touch from Preston.
Yeah, very funky.
Very funky touch.
Yep, point PL.
Yeah, point Loma takes the point.
And we got one seed in advance. Ezra Danowitz over here. Ezra, how you feeling? Feeling good.
Kenny trying to. So you got one break back. See if you can go on a little run here. I think it definitely needs it.
This has by far been the least clean game we have seen played by all three teams. And I don't know if that's nerves, if that's a kind of a game 3.
So Good reader from Kenny and just couldn't get his hand around the ball.
Is it
fully up.
2018? 2017?
2017 here.
Game 17. This is for a shot at the semifinals.
This is their first shot at
the finals, I mean.
Finals, yeah.
Sorry.
So great toucher from Zach Wood. So
18-20.
Clean offense for Wabi.
What do you do here, David? Do you go something that gets you on the net, or do you go for the big ace serve that you have in your arsenal?
Go for the big ace.
Yep.
And
he does, and it's a rim. It's okay, though. I think that's the right play. But, guys, another great game by PL and Wabi Sabi. They keep giving us great games, high intensity. You see these teams are very fair. But, yeah, overall, I think the difference, Wabi Sabi just was a little bit cleaner. Early in the game. Later in the game, where they made these mistakes, those early big points and breaks you get early, it's when it's a tight game and you lose those really crucial points that are big. But when you get this big lead, it doesn't feel like you lost the game. It feels like you're still in it and just missed a chance to extend the lead. But I think, Anyway, we're going to come back here, I believe, for the final winners finals of Dylan and PJ versus Wabi Sabi. Tune back in here soon. We'll be here. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.